Welcome to Virtual Learning Network. Session number 10, Foundation Course in Humanities, Social Institutions. The topics that will be covered in this session are Introduction, Family, Types of Family, Functions of the Family, Marriage, Rules of Governing Marriage, Types of Marriages, Economic Institutions, Types of Economic System, Political Systems, Types of Authority, Emergence of Nation-State, Religion. What are the religions? Positive aspect of religions, negative aspects of religions. So, introduction first. It is defined as the form of organization that performs some of essential functions of a society. Some of the important institutions in a society are family, marriage, political systems, economic systems, education, religion, healthcare institutions, law and order. Family. There is hardly any society where a family does not exist. Family as an institution has been considered universal. The family as an institution, though universally found in many societies, has been found its own slant or structure in different cultures. Sociologists have divided families into two types. जैसा कि हम सभी जानते हैं कि परिवार को, फैमिली को यूनिवर्सली एक इंस्टीट्यूशन माना गया है. सोसाइटी में हर तरह की फैमिलीज, परिवार हैं. सोशियोलॉजिस्ट ने फैमिली को दो तरह से डिवाइड किया है. These are, now we will discuss the types of family. The two basic types of family are the extended family and the nuclear family. Extended family यानी विस्तृत परिवार और न्यूक्लियर फैमिली यानी निहित परिवार जिसमें कम लोग हैं. माँ बाप, बेटा, बेटी, that's it. The extended family is made up of more than two generations, like grandparents, their children, and the grandchildren as well. Extended family में दो generations के लोग like grandparents हैं, उनके बच्चे और उनके पोते, grandchildren. The nuclear family is based on marriage ties. When a couple decide to get married, they may want to move out of their respective parents' house and set up house on their own and raise a family. तो इस तरह से न्यूक्लियर फैमिली को हम डिफाइन कर सकते हैं जिसमें पेरेंट्स से अलग होने के बाद कपल्स यानी कि हस्बैंड वाइफ अलग होकर एक फैमिली, एक नई फैमिली रेज करते हैं. Now comes the functions of the family. The fact that all societies have family as one of primary institution make one consider what does family do for the society and its sustenance as well. Some of the functions that family as an institution performs are socialization, reproductive and sexual functions, economic functions, identity and social status, and the last one is emotional security. ये कुछ फंक्शंस हैं जो फैमिली को परफॉर्म करने होते हैं. फर्स्ट वन इज सोशलाइजेशन, reproductive and sexual functions, and economic functions, as well as identity and social status, and that emotional security also. ये सभी functions एक family के होते हैं जो उन्हें perform करने होते हैं. The next point is marriage. Marriage as an institution is closely related to the institution of family. Families are, after all, formed with coming together of two individuals and raising children together. Marriage as an institution is guided by several rules, perceptions, and rituals which differ from society to society. But there are very few societies where alliances between two people and the consequent parenting is not under the supervising eye of the society. हम कह सकते हैं कि मैरिज एक इंस्टीट्यूशन है और ये इंस्टीट्यूशन फैमिली से बहुत ही क्लोजली लिंक्ड होता है, रिलेटेड होता है. फैमिलीज दो लोगों से मिलकर के शुरू होती हैं और उसके बाद वो दो इंडिविजुअल्स चिल्ड्रन रेज करते हैं, चिल्ड्रन बियर करते हैं, पैदा करते हैं, एंड ऑन एंड ऑन ये फैमिली बढ़ती चली जाती है. नाउ रूल्स governing marriage. Incest taboo. One of the primary prohibitions in marriage is of the incest taboo. Incest is a sexual activity between close family members. Exogamy. A rule which insists that one can marry only outside of one's group or lineage. What is a group? Is related to a particular society or context. Endogamy. This rule dictates marriage within one's groups. Caste groups are social institutions said to be endogamous, as one marries within one's own caste as a general rule. There are so many others as well, like if we talk about polygamy, or yes, the term indicates a type of marriage where there is one or more than one spouse. Then polygamy. This form of marriage is much more common in many societies, especially where wives add to wealth and prestige of a man, like a chief, tribal head or king, or where a man inherits a widow from a brother. There are several other reasons, but no chief explanation as to why this perform or why they form this kind of marriage. Then comes the monogamy. The most commonly found modern form of marriage is between heterosexual partners with an implicit understanding that sexual relationship is only between the married partners. This form of marriage is most idealized in the West. Another term gaining increasing currency due to increasing incidence of divorce is the term serial monogamy. The term, as is indicative, is a more or can say monogamous marriage. But in series, each marriage terminating before a fresh one can be established with a different partner. As we discussed, these are the two types of marriages. These are very common, which are very common. The scope of marriage is expanding with increasing acceptance of same sex marriage. However, these two, polygamy and monogamy, are very common around the world. Now we come to the economic institutions. Economic institutions cater to the survival needs of community. Every society and community develops way of coping with everyday situations of life. हर तरह की सोसाइटी में, हर तरह की कम्युनिटी में इकोनॉमिक इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं जो कि अलग अलग तरह की नीड्स जो कि सर्वाइवल के लिए ज़रूरी है उसको पूरा करती हैं. The other institutions began to emerge as separate and distinct from the role family was performing. In fact, it's very difficult to fathom as to why certain economies continue to survive despite large scale intermining and diffusion of ideas and technology. Now comes the types of economic system. What are the types of economic systems? The different types of economic systems that we will discuss are broad generalizations. In reality, they are much more complex and mixed. And in a world which is increasingly interconnected, there is no pure type. For purpose of understanding, we present the following types: hunting and gathering economy, pastoral and horticulture economy, agrarian economy, and industrial economy. So जैसा हमने बात की hunting और gathering economy, that is the most basic level of economic development with the simplest division of labor. That is hunting and gathering economy. By division of labor, जब हम श्रम को विभाजित कर देते हैं, उसको बांट देते हैं, we mean economic specialization of society's task. Each of these tasks is connected with the other related tasks. In hunting and gathering economies, there is no cultivation and no manufacturing. अगर हम बात करें हंटिंग और गैदरिंग इकोनॉमी की, तो इसमें किसी तरह की कल्टीवेशन है, ना तो कल्टीवेशन है और ना कोई मैन्युफैक्चरिंग. People obtain their survival necessities directly from the nature. The men usually hunt and women gather fruits, roots, etc. That was the very basic level of economic system. And these societies are organized in small bands of people. About the size of that is 15 to 30 people only. The small size of such societies is dictated by the nature of their economy. Then it comes to the pastoral and horticulture economy. When small societies learned the more complex mechanism of sowing seeds and growing plants and breeding animals so that they could domesticate and breed herds of them, they were in a position to enter a new phase. जब छोटी छोटी सोसाइटीज़ ने सीखा कि किस तरह से हम सीड्स ग्रो करें, बीज बोएं, प्लांट्स उगाएं, एनिमल्स ब्रीड करें और उनको डोमेस्टिकेट करें, उनको पालें. सो दैट वाज द एज, दैट वाज द टाइम, और इकोनॉमी यू कैन से was known as pastoral and horticultural economy. Then we move on to agrarian economy. अब हम बात करते हैं agrarian economy की. So many social scientists and experts believe that the cultivation of crops probably started in agrarian economy. सभी सोशल साइंटिस्ट्स प्रायः ऐसा मानते हैं कि एग्रेरियन इकोनॉमी की शुरुआत क्रॉप्स के कल्टीवेशन से है, फसलों के उगाए जाने से है. वेयर कल्टीवेशन ऑफ क्रॉप टुक प्राइमेसी ओवर हंटिंग एंड गैदरिंग फॉर फूड. जैसा कि हम जानते हैं कि पहले जो बेसिक लेवल था दैट वाज पेस्टोरल एंड हॉर्टिकल्चरल इकोनॉमी. बाद में इस तरह की तब्दीलियाँ, इस तरह के बदलाव आए जिससे कि इकोनॉमी एग्रीकल्चरल हो गई, और उस तरह की एग्रीकल्चरल इकोनॉमी को एक टर्म दिया गया दैट वाज नोन एज एग्रेरियन इकोनॉमी. देन इट कम्स टू इंडस्ट्रियल इकोनॉमी. During the last 200 or more years, the changes that have taken place in social organization and economic systems have been tremendous. एक tremendous change हमें देखने को मिला है due to this industrial economy. The shift was machines replacing human and animal power. The replacing of hand labor with the power-driven machinery and economic and social change that resulted from this is known as industrial revolution. In fact, various paths we have got to get our industrial economy boost up. हमें बहुत से तरीके मिले इंडस्ट्रियल इकोनॉमी को बूस्ट अप करने के. And at the same time, various path-breaking innovations such as steam engine, spinning jenny, among others, made possible mechanized production on a large scale so as to meet the needs of the masses of the people. इसके साथ साथ जैसे जैसे इंडस्ट्रियल इकोनॉमी ग्रो हुई, बढ़ी, हमें स्टीम इंजन, स्पिनिंग जेनी और इस तरह के दूसरे इन्वेंशंस देखने को मिले जिन्होंने ये पॉसिबल बनाया कि एक मैकेनाइज्ड प्रोडक्शन हमें मिले, मशीन से प्रोडक्शन हो सके और जो मासेस की आवश्यकता को, बहुत से लोगों की आवश्यकता की पूर्ति एक साथ कर सके. Then it comes to that political systems. In these societies, the political power is diffused or dissipated and decision making is highly democratic or relatively democratic. इस तरह की सोसाइटीज़ में पॉलिटिकल पावर डिफ्यूज़ या हम कह सकते हैं कि वो डिसिपेटेड होता है और डिसीजन मेकिंग डेमोक्रेसी के हाथ में होती है, जो भी डेमोक्रेटिक पावर वहाँ पर काम कर रहा है. अकॉर्डिंग टू वेबर, लेजिटिमेट पावर इज रेफर्ड टू एज अथॉरिटी. Weber, in his analysis of legitimate authority, identifies three forms of authorities. One is that charismatic authority. This form of authority is based on particular qualities and individual exhibits, which brings about a very strong emotional devotion by his followers. And next one is traditional authority. Traditional authority is legitimated by a historic practice or custom. And third one is legal authority. Legitimacy is based on rules, procedures, and rational legal logic in the case of legal authorities. Most modern democracies follow legal authority in an ideal typical sense. As we discussed, these type of authorities, that charismatic, traditional, and legal authorities. And then it comes to the emergence of nation states. Traditional societies, especially if they are small, make do with leadership that was not based on elaborate legal procedures. In civilization, which were agrarian based, there were empires and monarchies who were primarily interested in collecting the taxes only, defending themselves against the enemies, maintaining law and order. That was known as emergence of nation state. ये टाइम था जब नेशन स्टेट इमर्ज हुआ. Religion. When sociologists study religion, they are not concerned with the supernatural purse. They look for the social expression of religious experience and religious beliefs and the inspired social behavior. The sociology of religion also deals with a variety of social activities that many may not consider religious. Some beliefs may not have supernatural aspect to it but are still held as sacred. That is. And what are the positive aspects of religion? Positive aspects क्या हैं धर्म के? Some analysts, especially the evolutionary thinkers, looked at religion as assuaging the fears of people, that is, people fear arising out of unexplained catastrophes or the power of nature. Religion also provides a worldview or a cosmology which helps explain reality and provides a world with the view that acts as guide in an uncertain world. Another function of religion is that it provides a sense of identity to the adherent. So, at the end of this session, you have two questions to do. First is discuss different types of marriages and describe types of family. That's it for this session. Thank you. We learning, happy learning.